All right, friends, I'm going to show you how to join a meeting, and this is on a mobile device. I know that that's how most of you will use it. If you are going to be using a desktop version, there will be another video right after this because it does look a little bit different on a desktop. Desktop is preferred, but most of us are doing this on the go anyway, so let me show you the Meet app. First thing you're going to do is download the app in the App Store. Or whatever you use if you're an Android user. And it's going to look like this. You're going to type in meet.google and it will pop up. You want the one with the little camcorder. And that's what you're going to use to join any Google meetings that we have. I'm going to show you two ways to do that. First is if you've already got the meeting scheduled on your Google Calendar. You're going to open up your Google Calendar. This would be if somebody invited you to the meeting. So you're going to click on the meeting and you can just join the video call right here. If you are not going to be at video and you want to join by phone, you can do that as well. And it's just going to pull the app right up and show you joining. You got to click down here, join meeting. And now you are in the meeting. You can see that there's one other attendee in the meeting. You're going to look at the bottom here and see, is your camera on? This would hang up the call and this would be your voice on. If it's red, it means that it's off. Okay? So this is you. You're going to pop up here and then everybody else that's in the call is going to show up right down here too. Now, whenever you want to bring your screen back up to have all of these icons up here at the top and at the bottom, all you have to do is just tap your screen and all of these things will pop up. It will go away, like go into the background when someone is presenting. And anytime that happens, you just tap on the screen and it'll pop back up. Now, I want to show you up here so you can look at the volume there. Closed captioning is kind of cool because that will actually, if you click on that, it will turn captioning on so you can watch what the person is saying, and that is kind of nice if you're in a loud area or you're somewhere that you don't want to, you don't have earbuds, but you want to be able to be in on the meeting. So that's a pretty cool feature. The little people here at the top will show you how many people are in the call, and you can click on that to see who they are in a bar right here. Okay, and then the next box here is your chat box. So a lot of times a presenter might say, you know, let me know that you're here, let me know where you're from, you know, ask a question in the chat. That's where you're going to do that. You're going to click on that little chat box there, and this window is going to pop up again. And then you can chat, and it'll just pop up here in the chat box. And then if somebody else in the meeting chats, that'll be underneath there. So it's a way to communicate without having to unmute yourself, or like I said, a lot of times the presenter will ask you to say something in the chat box just so that you know where it is. Now, if a meeting is being recorded, they will tell you. And if you're asked to present your screen, so let's say that you're called on to do something in the meeting and you need to present your screen, the way you're going to do that from a mobile app, again, is just touching the screen. You're going to touch these three dots up at the top and you're going to present screen. And then when you're asked to stop presenting, you'll go back the same way and you'll say cancel or stop presenting. So that's basically it on the mobile app. Like I said, the video and recording or in microphone down here are usually your biggest problems. So if they are red, it means they're off. So think red, stop, they're off. If they are white, it means they're on. And now people can hear you screaming at your kids while you're on the call. So just watch that. And then when you want to end the call, you're just going to hit this end button. All right, I also mentioned that you could join a meeting even if you did not have the event in your Google Calendar, as in you were not specifically invited to it. Maybe it was something that you saw on social media and it had a meeting code. You can still join the meeting even if you do not have it saved in your Google Calendar. And you're going to do that by just opening the Meet app without going to your calendar. Now, here's another cool thing that you can do. If you were invited to it and you have RSVP'd in your Google Calendar, you can swipe up and it'll have a list of every meeting that you have RSVP'd to, and you just click join. It's super cool how that those products integrate, just another reason that we use them. But if you don't have that, you do have a URL that says meet.google.com slash, and then it has a series of letters and dashes. That is your meeting code. You're going to put those letters in here. You just need the letters, not the dashes in between. So you're going to put those letters in there and then put join meeting, and you're right in. Another way that you might use this is if you wanted to invite a client to do a meeting with you, but you didn't want to have to go through sending them an invitation. Maybe it's something that you're going to do immediately. You would just send them your Google link code, and then they can put that in here. So super easy to use. Now let me show you what it looks like on a desktop. All right, the third and final way that you are going to get into a Google meeting is on a desktop. It works best in Chrome, although you could use it in any browser anywhere. But Chrome is a Google product, and again, these are all of these products are made to work together. So it is best if you use Chrome. You can join the meeting 3 different ways, actually, because I forgot about the email. If you got an email inviting you to the meeting, you can click the link in there. Again, you've got your phone number. If you are driving and you want to be able to listen to the call and not participate, that is the best way to do it, is by phone. And then you just put that meeting pin in there. Or it is, again, in your Google Calendar. When you click on the event, it pops up there. And the third way you can do it is just by going directly to meet.google.com and then using the meeting code to join. It reminds you that you don't need the dashes, so you take those out and say continue, and then you'll be joined into the meeting. Then the screen will pop up. You can turn your camera on and off and your microphone on and off. Whichever you select here, that's what will happen as soon as you go into the meeting, and then you can change it when you get into the meeting too. So you're going to click join now, and you again can see that there is 1 participant in the meeting. Everything looks similar compared to the app. You've got your closed captioning down here at the bottom though. That's a little bit different. You still have your video and microphone here, and you can leave the call there. Another thing that is a little bit different, you can change the layout. So if you want to be able to, if you just want to see the person speaking, you would hit spotlight. If you want to see the person speaking in the main window and then everybody else here on the sidebar, you could do that. Or you could do a tiled version where you can see like the 3 main people that are talking all the time. So that is a little bit different than the app. If you don't have good audio on your computer, you can use your phone for audio. If I were going to do that, I would either just use the app because that you can sometimes, it can be a little glitchy if you're trying to watch it on the computer and use your phone for audio. But that is an option. If you don't have audio on your computer, you can try it and see how that works. Another thing you can do over here, it will have the title of the meeting. If you click on that, say you're like, oh my gosh, friend, this meeting is so amazing, I want you to join. Oh, really? What is it? And you could just open this up here, copy the joining info, and send it to them, and they could hop right on. Attachments will be here for anything that the presenter has already loaded. So if you're not the presenter, you will just be able to view them there. You still have your chat box up here that you can chat in. And everybody will be able to see that. And it still has the number of people in the call. If you click on that, you can see them here. And if they're muting, if they're talking. Sometimes I like to just have that open on a desktop if the screen is big enough, and then I can see who's talking, who's muting, and who's not. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. So again, desktop is my preferred version, but the Meet app is great on the go as well. I love how these products all integrate seamlessly together, and I think you guys are going to love them too. I know learning new technology is sometimes difficult, but if I can do it, you can do it. So if you're struggling, just schedule a 15-minute with me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions and walk you guys through it. I think once you get used to this has streamlined my life tremendously and frees me up for a lot more important things. So Make the commitment to learn the technology. You will not regret it. All right, I'll talk to you later, guys. Love your guts. Bye-bye.